Hey guys, so I'm doing this as pre-recorded content tonight. I've been like just crazy busy working today. It's been a little nuts. I'm getting ready for a webinar tomorrow and we'll talk about that in a minute, but I wanted to cuz I missed Monday night and we were going to do some shadow work stuff on Monday night. So we will do that. It probably won't be tomorrow night. We'll probably like hit it up on Friday. Maybe, or Saturday morning. That might be the move. So we'll figure that out too, and then we'll come back again at it on Monday. But I wanted to come to you today to talk about this topic of 2023. Like it's almost over. I get that. Like December is like literally like 2 days away. Okay. Um, and I understand that 2023, I think for a lot of us, has just been, if I might say, it's been difficult. There's been some great highs and there's been some deep lows. There's been a lot of great triumphs and great successes. And then there's been things that probably one would consider um, failures. And I don't consider anything necessarily a failure per se, but I do recognize that there are things that don't go the way that we wanted them to go. The entire year has been like, when I look at like even the food, the amount that we're spending on food, if we look at the amount we're spending now as opposed to even in January, it's astronomical. It's insane. Um, I know for me personally, like some of the huge highlights of the year has been my son getting married, has been my moving out here to North Carolina. It's been great so far. Um, my youngest turned 30. I think that that's fabulous. I turned 55. I think that's fabulous. I was able to get out to LA and spend some time out there and see friends again. I was able to get to New Orleans again and spend some time. There's been a number of like I've been able to meet so many more people and help so many more people. And so overall, it's been great. Not gonna lie. But there's been a lot this year where I don't know if you're like me, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like, part of me feels like, holy cats, I've been tested and I've been tried. And I'm at this point at the end of this year. So we just had our full moon in Gemini. Yeah, I'm going to throw some astrology here. We just had the full moon in Gemini, like on the 27th, right? So a couple of days ago at the recording of this. And so that means in another week or so, about a week and a half or so, we'll have the new moon in Sagittarius. And what that energy is really like this rethinking of where you're at. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you really doing what you really want to do? Are you really doing what you want, what you love? Are you doing what inspires you and what's going to inspire others? Have you really like, and this is the constant theme this year, I feel like we have been going through it. We have been going through this. Okay, we came through 2020 where we were shut in, shut down. You had to like get to know yourself, learn to be okay with yourself, learn to be cool with who you are, really figure out who you are for some of us, right? Some people we'd figure who we were. Some people that gave us the push to like start something new and do something great, and like so many new businesses have started. Like I just watched a video just this morning and it was talking about how from the 2020, like before 2020, there was like, I shouldn't say this. In 2023, there are now 5 million entrepreneurs. 5 million new businesses, right? Or entrepreneurs in general, as opposed to, I think it was like 2021, it was like 3.5 million. So we're still like stepping out of it. We're still stepping out of corporate America. We're still wanting to work for ourselves. We're still wanting to do all these things. And I think 2020 was a big impetus. It was a big push. Like it made us recognize and realize for some of us, like, does it make sense? Are we cool? Is this what we really want to do with our lives? Like, whatever. And is there more to life than just, the 9 to 5? For some of us, working a 9 to 5 works for a lot of people, and there's no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also I want you to know that you do have a purpose, whether or not you do it full time or not. You do have something else that you came here to do. Sometimes you can do that within the career. Other times you have to step outside and start a new career. But 2023, we started this year with such promise, right? It's a 7-year. That's a divine year, a 3 and a 4. Like, what's your divine purpose? What's your divine, right? 4 is kind of this life purpose number. 4 is a number for home. 4 is a number for hearth. 4 is a number, right? It's a very intrinsic, like, what's happening within us and kind of all around us, and how are we integrating that within ourselves, with 3 being the number of the divinity, mind, body, and spirit, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. Like, there's always a Trinity in every spiritual belief system. And so when the 2 come together, then you get this kind of divine plan number. And I think a lot of us started out this year really feeling like we were on this divine plan, on this divine path. And by now, I think some of us are like going, really? No, I don't know. Like, I thought that everything I started this year doing, I still wanted to do now. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm having to go back to basics before 2024. Like, that's really what's happening right now, is I'm going back to basics before 2024, which is an 8-year, which is a year of prosperity, which is a year of great growth, which is a year of infinity, which is a year of eternity. That's a number that has such amazing power within and of itself. That's, that 8 of Wands energy of movement and conversation and knowledge, and just, I'm going somewhere, messages, right? Divine messages. Of 8 of Cups, of leaving things behind that no longer are serving us, those energies or those emotions that are no longer serving us. 8 of Wands, getting out of our own mind and out of our own way, and recognizing that we're no longer trapped, that we're not really trapped. It was just an illusion. And 8 of Pentacles, of hard work, and hard work pays off. That's the year we're moving into. That's a lot. But if we don't really understand our divine plan and where we are we on the divine path? Do we really believe we're on the divine path? Have we really stepped into that next level and that next mode to be on the divine path? So basically, what are you going to do for the last 4 weeks of this calendar year before the calendar moves into January? Now, we know, as astrological and energetic people, that the true year doesn't start until March. Right? So really, that spring, the spring equinox, right? This of March of 2024, that's when Aries season kicks off. That's really when the new year, honestly, energetically starts off. But there is this kind of linear, 3rd-dimensional Julian calendar year, right? It's rather arbitrary in the middle of winter to say that something is brand new when nothing is really sprouting and nothing is really growing. That's a whole nother thing. But what I want us to do is, like, we can still be a part of that energy, and because the whole world's going to be on that vibration, so we might as well kind of tap into a little bit of that. But we really have this last 4 weeks of 2023, but then we also have the next 8 weeks. So this really is the last quarter of the energetic year 2023. What are you going to do? What are you stepping out into? Do you really know what the divine plan for your life is? And some will say, well, Lisa, how am I supposed to know that I'm not God? But yeah, you are. See, you are God with a small g. You are of God. You are a divine being, divinely created. And you came here for a reason. The blueprint for us coming here for a purpose in this time period is this Christ consciousness, which has been told and retold and told and retold all throughout the years, through the millennia. So that's always been, but right now is it's coming of age, right? Is the age of gnosis, of understanding ourselves. And we are to understand that if you believe in and adhere to, or even if you don't, if you understand the metaphysical understanding of what Christ consciousness is, and it is not necessarily Christianity as it's been taught, but a Christ, a love consciousness, a divine child, a divine offspring, you being a divine offspring of the divine, of the all, you being that's Christ consciousness. That's Christ, the hope of glory that lives within you. Get it, understand it, because you are it. If you become reborn, if you become awakened to who you are as a divine being, as a child of God, of Mother, Father God, a child of Source, a child of the Creator, a portion of, an aspect of, are you walking your divine path? And if you understand that, then you can discern your divine path a lot easier than you think. And so my encouragement to you tonight is that you walk the divine path, that you discern what it is, that you get back to your why. You see, when we forget our why, we forget our way. Another way to say that is, if we forget our why, we lose our way. When we lose our way, we lose the path, right? We lose the plan, we lose the map, we lose the direction. So I want you to tap back into that, and I don't want you to allow the illusion of there's no money, or the illusion of that you must live under poverty, or the illusion and the delusion that you must live according to the economic structure, or the degradation of that economic structure that is what's happening here on the earth right now. That's no. You're not required to live within that. So stop. You're not required to live within it, so stop. Don't do it anymore. Right? Don't do it anymore. There's no need. There's no need. It's not a requirement. What is a requirement, what you are called to do, though, is you all are called to discern not only your divine path, but your divine birthright. What is the life that you came here to live? What does that look like? How does that feel? Feel it. Don't just think it. Don't just whatever. I want you to feel it. I want you to step into that energy. I want you to step into, this is who I am. Because when you can live there energetically, you can live there physically. You cannot live anywhere physically until you've been there in the energy space. Perfect example. When you decide that you're going on vacation, what do you do first? You choose a destination, right? Of all the destinations in the entire world, you choose a destination for you and your family, whatever. And then what do a lot of us do? Well, we'll probably go online, we start searching, and we start looking, and we start going, oh, this is going to be fun. And what do we say? What do we start doing? A lot of us will plan like excursions, or some of the sites that we want to see, or some of the things that are the events we want to engage in. While we're in this other place, we plan where we're going to stay, whether it be an Airbnb or a hotel or a Verbo or whatever. We plan all of this stuff. Maybe we have friends and family there. Oh, do you have enough space? Where are we going to sleep? You plan all of this. Are you going to fly? Are you going to drive? Are you going to take a train? Are you going to take a bus? How are you going to get there? What are you going to wear? You figure that out. So and a lot of that at least if you're like me, I visualize, like, I see this stuff. I visualize it, and you start getting the excitement. You start living out and living in the energy of your vacation before you ever actually take it. So, why are you not living in the energy of the life that you know you are destined to live before you actually live it? You It's the same principle. So this last bit of time, this year's not over yet. So why don't act like it? Don't just give up. Don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on your aspirations, don't give up on your desires. All right? Don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on your aspirations, don't give up on your desires. I want you to step out of the boat and I want you to feel them. I want you to begin to take action towards that. I want you to begin to take action towards living that life, like energetic action first. And then as you're taking the energetic action, faith without works is dead. Then I need you to actually put some work behind it. Because this is the other thing I think a lot of us forget, or I run into this a lot. I feel like people think that just because you have a destiny, that means that everyone else has a duty to help you carry that out. That's not true. Your destiny doesn't just fall into your lap. You actually do have to put some work behind it. You actually do have to take steps. Because until you begin to take steps, that moves, right? It moves things around. It then uh, lets your physical being know, yep, this is what's happening. This is what we're doing. Okay, this is actually what's going on. So I want you to do that. Okay. I want you to do that. I want you to continue to see that. I don't want you to give up in 2023 and say, oh, well, it's over. And like, it's just, no. If you do not take action and determination now, your 2024 is going to be worse than 2023 because you will be a ship without a sail. You will be flying blind. You'll be just going in circles. Make the determination today. What is it? Right? Where are you going? Now, one thing before you all leave, hopefully you've had a chance to like and subscribe or whatever. I am terrible about asking about the YouTube things, aren't I? So if you can like and subscribe, that'd be great. If you can share this video to somebody that may need to hear it, that'd be amazing. I'm not sure when you're going to see this. Hopefully it's soon. But November the 30th, I'm having probably one of my last, if not the last, webinar of the year. And it's going to be how to become a spiritual coach, or basically it's unlock your inner guide, transform lives as a spiritual coach, and be giving you all of my, not all, but most of my secrets, and some guidance on becoming that. So, and that could be a healer, mentor, coach, teacher. That basically a spiritual coach is someone that you are utilizing, kind of higher frequency or meditation or alternative methods to westernized medicine in order to help people to achieve their goals and their aspirations and to get through their traumas and move forward powerfully. And so we're going to talk about the difference between that and like your regular life coach or anything. And so I get a lot of life coaches and I get a lot of other professionals, even healthcare and other career professionals that come to me and they're like, you know what, I want to do things a little different and I want to empower people. So if that's you, I'm completely revamping how I'm doing all of this. And we're going to make it extremely accessible to everybody and then bring you along so that you can actually live that life. So, but the first step to doing that is actually attending the free webinar. There's going to be like a link somewhere around, and then there's going to be a link in the description. So I want you to attend it. It's 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. We'll be together for about an hour. It's really not going to be that long, 5 p.m. Pacific. So do that. And then also, when you subscribe and hit that bell button, you're going to get a lot on this channel that's going to help you. And if you want some individual work, I am going to open up some spots. So I'm going to, I'm kind of finding that I do enjoy, again, releasing people from generational contracts and things that are affecting their lives, and helping empaths heal and things like that. So I'm going to get back into that personal bit. So if you want to be considered for one of my very, very, very few spots to work with me one-on-one, to help release yourself from the things that have plagued your family for a long time and been plaguing you, if you want to be coached, life coached, or spiritual life coached by me personally, I want you to go to admin@heartofinspiration.net or go to heartofinspiration.net itself and click on that contact us or email me and let's talk. I'm only going to take a very few people, like literally very few. Probably like maybe I already have one right now, so we'll probably only take about 4 or 5 more on as clients. So yeah, come on, let's do this. I miss it. And I want to be able to work with you in an intensive way. All right, gang. I'll see you soon. 2023 is not over. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you. I love you. And we'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully, okay? Take care. Bye.